Hi and welcome to another Pick a Card general reading. Today we are asking Spirit, should I let go? This is a question that's been asked a few times in the comment section, and I've also had a lot of people reach out on Instagram. I'm terrible with checking my DMs. I apologize. I know I've received emails as well. I read every single email. I am just a little bit limited with capacity, so I don't always have the opportunity to get back to each and every one of you, but I do read every single email that you do send through. So whether this is a romantic situation or perhaps this could just be a situation that you've gotten yourself into, the question is, should I let this go? And as usual, we've got our three groups. I don't think I'll dwell too much on the question. I just think it's really important that you set your intention before you pick a group today, and definitely make sure that that question is that situation is very prevalent, very prominent in your mind, so that you're using that to guide you towards picking your group today. So group one, today I'm using, actually all groups, I'm using a deck of cards that was sent to me by Joy Luck Art. There wasn't anything else with this note, and because of postage it's taken so long for this to get here. I'm super grateful. I always love receiving anything, let alone just energy in general. You guys, whether you comment or just viewing my videos, I'm forever grateful. So thank you so much for sending that through, Joy Luck. I really appreciate that, and I'm sorry if that's not your real name. It's just taken so long for that to get here, and I can't find our correspondence, but thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just going to move straight into it, you guys. I feel like I've been rambling so much in this intro. So group one, this is the card I have chosen, or Spirit has chosen, from this beautiful deck of cards. It is the 10 of Pentacles / 10 of Diamonds. In group two, this is the card that Spirit has chosen for you. It is the 2 of Hearts, aka 2 of Cups. In group three, we have the Queen of Diamonds / the Queen of Pentacles. So take your time, maybe pause the video here if you need to. When you know which group you're feeling more called to, check the description box below and join me in your reading. Hi group one, and welcome. If you chose this 10 of Diamonds / 10 of Pentacles card, then this is your reading. So the question we are asking Spirit is, should I let this person go? Or should I let this situation go? For a lot of you, it could be a person, but I feel like this is a general situation. This 10 of Pentacles card usually indicates family or legacy. So it is the strong feeling as though you're really working towards your future and you're considering your future in this situation. I mean, we all try to, but this is a very serious matter for you. So I'm going to start with the deck of characters today. Oh gosh, I'm filming from a different room and I'm having to like lean over the camera, so if you hear like noises, it's probably just my chair because of the angle that I'm having to lean on. So I'm just going to apologize in advance for any random noises we hear. Alright, so deck of characters, Spirit. Should group one let the situation go? Your first card is the wrestling ring. Ooh. Your second card is the Magnet. We also have 3 cards here. We have one that says Drunken Sailor. We have the Graveyard. And we also have the Dragon. Bottom deck energy is the Spatula. So this is an intuitive deck. There's many different ways you can use this deck, and there's some beautiful fun ways of doing it on the website as well. But intuitively, what I'm feeling is that you have been wrestling with this for quite some time. I mean, the first card that came out was the wrestling ring. So this situation has been unfolding either for a while or it's been fairly impactful. I think that it would be taking a physical toll on your body, perhaps impacting the way that you sleep at night. It just feels like it's a next level situation to the point where you are quite concerned. You don't really know what to do. I think you're attracting the outcome though. I'm not going to lie, you've put in a lot of effort or a lot of work with this Magnet here, the outcome, the resolution is coming very quickly. And with this graveyard, I don't know why I'm just feeling, guys, there could be a resurrection coming. There is going to be an ending, yes. But I feel like with the spatula being the overall energy, it's like you flip it over and the other side's brand new, you know? Like I'm getting a turn of events coming, and we have the fairy beneath, which is like wishful thinking, wish upon a star, make a wish, your dreams will come true. I feel like this is either someone's being resurrected from your past, or this situation is about to turn a new page. It's like the feeling of flipping the pancake over and seeing it nice and golden brown on one side and ready to cook the underneath. Now, the drunken sailor is a little bit concerning for me personally. What I'm picking up is that this could be in the past, but I just feel like if there's the chance to communicate with someone about the situation, just ensure that they have your best interests at heart. Ensure that you are communicating from a place where you actually want effective communication. It's not to say that, you know, the situation for closure may arise when you feel intoxicated, but I just think that you need to make sure that the communication in that moment is effective. You're really voicing your concerns, and you're also laying your message very clearly. There's almost like a feeling that it gets distorted. The message gets distorted, similarly to how substances like alcohol can distort our way of thinking or can lower our inhibitions. It feels like there's a distorted element to this picture. I'm picking up on faint devil energy with that drunken sailor card, which can sometimes just be the distorted perception of this situation. Now, the dragon over here, group 1, this dragon is kind of telling me that there is a little bit of a warning. The dragon card, whenever it comes out, again, it's about effective communication. There's a feeling that if this is about a person, they kind of trigger you. They trigger you, and you feel like you may need to defend yourself, or there's a feeling as though you need to say something and it has to be a certain way. It's almost like you're being cautioned to just make sure that, you know, whatever you've got to say, if it involves you getting your peace and finding closure, just make sure that it comes from a place where you're actually wanting closure and peace, because you might end up creating more karma. So really, should you let this go? You're going to find resolution very soon with that magnet and the spatula. But there's a strong need here to be aware of what you're attracting towards you, because I feel like with that graveyard, there is an ending, but I'm also feeling a resurrection. And I just think that if you have been wanting closure and you've been attracting a specific outcome, just make sure that you're putting in the right energy. There's caution here that you might be attracting a very haphazard outcome that might create more karma and just more stuff to deal with, essentially. I'm going to get some tarot cards, though. Let's figure out what's actually going on here. I'm just going to lay the tarot on top of the deck of characters. Again, I'm doing a different film, so different filming setup, so I'm not sure what the audio is going to be like. I'll be leaning forward and leaning back and probably getting really loud and really quiet, so apologies in advance. But let's get some tarot for group 1, please, Spirit. What is going on for group 1? Should they let this situation go? Should they let this situation go? Should they let this situation go? What is going on for group 1, please? Should they let this situation go? We have the 3 of Swords, which is the 3 of Winter. Okay, so you were hurt. This has caused pain. The 3 of Swords is a card that usually shows 3 swords piercing a heart. It's quite a painful situation to be in. It's reversed, so that could be one of 2 things. You're overcoming this sadness, this hurt, or something is triggering it again. Now I'll figure out. I don't want to leave it at that. The next card we have is the Tower card, which is called Life Experience in this deck. It really feels like, I don't know, expect the unexpected is what Spirit is saying. That came out in a recent reading of mine as well. It's really interesting, and I know you can't see the cards very well from this angle, so I will get more cards and then I'll show you what I'm seeing and feeling. Can I get more cards, please? Should group 1 let the situation go? Should group 1 let this situation go? You have 2 cards that have just flipped. Oh, my bad. You have 2, sorry. Alright, so you have the Ace of Cups, which is the Ace of Summer. Look how beautiful this card is. So this dove is telling me that this is about peace, a first blush of romantic love. Oh, that's so beautiful. Sorry, I'm in a beautiful, like whimsical energy. I don't know where it came from. I'm a Capricorn sun, so I'm very practical. I sometimes sound cold, but that's just how I choose to communicate. But today, my heart space is just incredibly, especially doing your reading. It's a very powerful feeling. Now we have the Queen of Spring, the Queen of Wands. So this is really turning energy, and I can kind of see the narrative now. I do apologize that these 2 cards are a little bit tricky to hear. See, should I say? Here. What I'm getting, group 1, is that this sadness and Tower moment is definitely in your past. That is why both of these cards are reversed. The 3 of Swords is reversed to remind you that you don't need to go back to that, okay? Don't allow that past pain, all that healing that you've done, to impact your future and your future chance of connecting with others, whether you choose that in a romantic way or whether you choose to connect for the mere fact of wanting to be emotionally happy, you know, in friendships and careers. Please don't let your past pain limit your future potential is the main message for you. This has happened. This is a past energy. With the Tower moment, it was somewhat unexpected. It was painful. Yes, it changed a lot in your life. That moment was intended to shatter a lot of illusions, a lot of false beliefs, mistruths that had been constructed around your life and your lifestyle and the way that you were forming connections at the time. I think that you were forced into a separation from certain people who you may have really cared about. There's definitely a painful emotional ending there. It was unexpected, and you came out stronger. And that was the intention of that situation. It was to destroy the illusions that were not serving you. That situation had to happen because you had to be given space in your life to embrace this new beginning. And I will get 2 more cards from the tarot for you. But this new beginning is so powerful, and it's literally a fresh beginning. You can interpret that as a resurrection if you wish. But regardless, Spirit is really guiding me to allow you to focus on this as a completely new beginning. Whether you know this person or not, this is a completely new beginning. And that is what you really need to focus on, group 1. This is the opportunity to start a new emotional experience and emotional connection with someone. This is someone coming towards you with their Ace of Cups. They aren't expecting you to be vulnerable, so to speak. And I know I've been talking about this for a while, and some people get really triggered by that V word, but they're not asking you to open up. They are wanting to open up to you. And if you choose to, you can reciprocate, because this is requited entirely. This is someone who is magnetically attracted to you, and that really makes sense now, especially with the dragon. This is someone who, I have a deck called Anne Stokes Gothic Tarot deck, and the King of Wands in that deck is a dragon, and you have the Queen of Wands here. So this is someone who has intense passion, intense attraction towards you. They really, really, really want a fresh new beginning with you, regardless of whether you know this person or not. This is a new opportunity to make a very powerful connection with someone. And for it to be an Ace of Cups, it is a new beginning. It can be fostered and developed into whatever you want it to be. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a very strong connection in terms of friendship, but it is quite a significant connection, group 1. And I really feel like, should you let this situation go, what Spirit is trying to ask you to do is to really just surrender and to focus on leaving these painful energies in your past, especially with the Tower being here and that 3 of Swords there as well. It's this indication that as soon as you allow your pain to stay in your past and to not reappear in your present and your future, You will have this emotional new beginning with someone who is incredibly attracted to you. And I don't know if you came here for love, but that is what Spirit is indicating, is that you have the potential here to create an emotional connection with someone, a new emotional connection with someone. So should group 1 let this situation go? Oh, I just had something fall on the ground. Interesting. We have the Queen of Swords. Oh, this is a leopard in this deck, and I was just called to read the top of this. It has experienced, self-sufficient, brilliant, and funny. Look at the way that leopard is staring at us, though. Oh my days. Very intense. I know I'm shaking a lot. It's the angle that I'm sitting on as well. I've only had one coffee today. It's not caffeine shakes, I promise. Alright, so your bottom deck energy is the Empress. Oh, these are the most beautiful rabbits. Angora rabbit. No, I know you can't really see the top. So the Empress. I'm going to put your bottom deck card down here. Oh, I'm sorry, I have to show you the next card as well. Strength. Maasai, Lion, and Lamb. This has been a long struggle, group 1. It really has. It really, really has. I can feel your frustration from the past especially. And just like you have been surrendering for a while. You're kind of here, but like you already know this. You do. This has been a cycle of strength and compassion and releasing and surrendering and standing your ground and re-identifying what you want and knowing that you deserve the best and having to let go for fear of not getting what you're going to have anyway. Spirit is saying, don't give up your wish. Remember, we had the fairy card over here as well. Dream big and allow yourself to manifest the best possible outcome, because you are going to have a new beginning. This situation is getting a complete 180. It's going to be unexpected. I keep hearing expect the unexpected. It's going to be unexpected, and I don't think you should give up. No, not at all, but certainly continue surrendering. Try to simply focus on the love that you create around you with this Empress card. And I know that that's really high and mighty for me to say in a pick a card reading, but that is the message that Spirit is asking me to convey to you, is that you are physically attracting this outcome every single second of every day with the energy that you put out there. And you're in this Queen of Spring energy, so magnetic right now. Remember, we got the magnet hiding behind here. There is a concern that you may not you may not choose to want this new beginning. With the Queen of Swords, you are the deciding factor in this situation. What you say or choose not to say is going to result in the outcome, if that makes sense, because this is being presented to you. You hold the upper hand as this Queen of Swords, as this leopard. At the bottom here it says, all your life experiences have prepared you for this moment of truth. It's time to declutter your home, clear away situations that aren't working for you anymore, and disengage from people who create more drama than happiness. And I did feel like you had to lose something in order to gain this. And you had to experience some pain in the past, and you had to have these illusions destroyed in the past in order to embrace this new beginning. But I feel like when this offer is presented to you, you're the deciding factor. What you say is what goes, essentially. And it's a powerful new beginning for you, because you haven't always felt like you've stood in this power. And I just feel like Spirit is really calling you to make this assessment from your heart here with the Empress, to really just follow your heart and to allow what you're feeling to unfold naturally as well. The Empress talks about really exuding self-love, self-care, self-nurturing, and allowing something to come into fruition. This is a very fertile opportunity, and it feels like it has the potential to really grow and deepen into something quite powerful if you choose to allow it to. I'm going to get messages. I'm sorry, but I know that some of you guys didn't come here for a love reading. Should you let the situation go? Do not give up, but definitely surrender. Go with the flow, and don't let your past pain limit your potential, because you are going to have a powerful new beginning. Expect the unexpected and bring love into the situation. You are the deciding factor, in this outcome. You will be presented with an emotional opportunity here, an offer, an emotional expression. It feels like the truth is going to be blatantly in your face, and you've been waiting for this for a very long time. Spirit is indicating that you do need to declutter the remains of your past pain with that Queen of Swords, and to allow love to guide you in this situation, to allow your heart space to really guide you to make the right decisions. I'm going to get a message though. For group 1, Spirit, can I get messages from the person that is coming in? We have the Four of Pentacles. I don't want to lose you. And this was actually the card in the Natural Symphony deck, the one that was gifted to me. That was actually the card that made me choose this type of reading. The person coming into your life is going to feel like you are so precious and so valuable, and they are going to feel compelled to offer you a new beginning, an emotional new beginning, in order to create something solid with you, because they really are just feeling very, very attached in a good way. They see the potential. They don't want to stagnate. They want to progress forward, whether you know this person or not. This is somebody who really wants more, and they want to see the value and how far this connection can go. We have I'm Ready, the Fool card. So this is somebody who is wanting to take a leap of faith into the unknown. They feel like they have more information now, and they feel like they know more now, and it doesn't matter. The risk doesn't matter anymore. They've got nothing to lose except you, and they don't want to lose you. So they're choosing to present this emotional new beginning towards you. It's really up to you, group 1, from this. Really clear your past pain and allow yourself to be open. Allow yourself to feel this as a genuine expression of love. The mantra, I am open to receive and give love, is probably really significant for you, group 1. I am open to receive and give love. Any other messages for group 1? Any other messages for group 1? This person... Yeah, this person, for those of you who may know this person and that they're willing a resurrection, with the Nine of Swords, they've been thinking about it a lot lately, like a lot, and it's something that has been unfolding in the background. This is someone who, regardless of whether you know them or not, has connected with you through dreams. They've wanted to communicate with you so many times before, to the point where they've rehearsed their speech a million times over. They know exactly what they want to say. They know exactly what they want to know from you. They just don't know what you're going to say. And that is where they feel, especially with the way that that card is placed over the Queen of Swords, that is where they feel that they may have lost everything with you. Can I get one more card, please, for group 1? That one? No, sorry. That wasn't your card. I'll get another one. There. Oh, it came up. Oh, goodness. Group 1. I'm sorry. Yeah, this person needs to tell you the truth. Oof. They've put themselves between a rock and a hard place. While you've been out here surrendering and healing and trying to draw on your inner strength, this person has had a rude awakening, a very rude awakening. And they've realized some really powerful stuff, and it's going to change a lot of things in their life. I just want to tell you right now, group 1, you are not responsible for anybody else's karma. I have started writing blogs on my website as well, which you can find in the description box below, just exploring some theories and concepts that Spirit and I cover in my videos. I kind of touch on them, but I want to talk about them more in depth on my website, and some of that is understanding karmic situations, and when karma is your karma versus when karma is someone else's. And in this case, what happens after this emotional new beginning is that this person has to sort through some of their own karma, and it's not your responsibility to heal them. They're going to be very motivated to make this work, and they will do everything they can to ensure that you're happy, and that happiness is the priority in this connection, whether it's romantic or not. They want happiness to be the focal point, and they're going to do their best to clear their own baggage. And it's really important that you allow them the empowering ability to do that for themselves. At the bottom deck, we have, I think we should see other people. So it's going to be a very interesting conversation. And with that Three of Swords, I really felt like in the past, this person may have have put you in a compromising position where you felt that they were choosing other people over you, or they were choosing to focus their energy on other things. Beneath that card we have I would do anything for you, the Ten of Pentacles. So it's going to be a real eye-opening experience for this person. I feel like you hold the power here, group one. It's a beautiful energy for you, and it just means that this person has to sort of get their stuff in order when they come through. So please don't feel disheartened by that "I think we should see other people" card. That's actually my Three of Swords card. So it's kind of confirming that energy, and where you have maybe healed, this person coming in has to tidy things up on their end, and they have to figure out exactly how they can move forward with you, because that's what they want. That's what they want to do. If I'm honest, that's really what they want to do. All right, so group one, can I get some advice, please, Spirit, from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle deck by John Holland? Can I get some advice for group one, please, Spirit? Okay, you're not going to believe. We have Cups cards. I'm being shown the Six of Cups reversed with Detach, which is the 11. Why can't I remember what 11 is? Justice. Interesting. It's also Strength as well, depending on which card you see it in, which deck you see it in. But I think it's usually Justice, personally. So we have the Six of Cups and the 11, Detach, Justice. So this is justice being served. I'm sorry, but this is something that you have been waiting for a very long time. And it's a bit of closure. I'm not going to lie. It's going to really offer you closure. With that Six of Cups reversed, I really feel like this is someone from your past that could be coming back. It just has this nostalgic feeling. It's this opportunity to progress in your own life, if I'm honest. Like, whether you're choosing... Because again, you hold the power here with that Ace of Cups and that Queen of Winter. Whether you are choosing a reciprocated moment here with the Ace of Cups again, this is the Ace of Cups, but it's reversed. So Spirit is almost indicating that you do not need to feel like you have to reciprocate this person's emotional offer. If you feel like you need more time to heal, if you feel like you need more time to figure out what you've got to do, or you decide that this person actually has a lot more healing that they need to do, then you have every right to detach yourself from the situation and to allow them maybe more time to figure themselves out. It's really up to you, but with this Ace of Cups, it is an opportunity coming. It's an emotional opportunity. This situation, should you let go, I feel like you need to definitely surrender. That's what Spirit is indicating, but like the outcome is coming regardless. At this point, you are really attracting and manifesting an outcome. And we have the Four of Cups reversed. Opportunity beckons. This person needs to walk away from something in order to step towards you. And I just feel like there's a lot of secrets that need to come to light first. There is a conversation that needs to be had. This situation is having the opportunity for closure. There is an opportunity to communicate. I'm really seeing the blue on this card, which is making me think of the fifth chakra, your throat. So I feel like communication is key here. And really, the main uncertainty here is that this person needs to know what you want, group one. They can't let go of this situation, but they want to know what you want. And so it's really important that communication is effective from the beginning, which was our advice from the beginning as well. There's a resurrection of some sorts happening, and it's coming in very quickly with this Eight of Wands. It's happening very fast, very, very quickly. Bottom deck energy is the Hermit card, group one. Seek answers from within. I think tarot is a very powerful tool, but the idea of tarot is that it doesn't tell us anything we don't already know. It's simply a form of communicating with our intuition and the messages that our spirit guides are already offering us. And perhaps we don't hear the answers as clearly as we would like to. Tarot can be a form of communicating those answers through. So everything you are hearing today is information that you have already been told. It's really important that if you do feel stuck, you seek those answers from within. I'm getting a bit tongue-tied now. You seek those answers from within, and you really trust your intuition. Trust your intuition on this one. I think that bottom deck energy The Lovers card again. This is a powerful reconciliation. Wow. It is coming. It just depends on what you want and what you decide you want moving forward. The ball's in your court. If I'm honest, this opportunity is coming to you, Group 1. You're attracting it every day. So there was just that warning there of being mindful of what you're putting out there as well. But anyway, Group 1, that is what I'm seeing for you. I hope that offered you more information. It was very round the twist. I tried to keep it general in the beginning, but it did get a bit specific there at the end. So I hope that that gave you clarity in order for you to progress and move forward, making an informed decision in your own life. Stay safe, look after yourselves, and I'll connect with you in another reading. Bye! Hi Group 2 and welcome. If you chose this Two of Cups card, then this is your reading. So today, Group 2, I am filming from a different location. I've decided to film in a different room today, mostly because if you do follow my channel, I am in the middle of moving, so my location's going to be a little bit all over the place, but the messages, as always, come from a place of seeking honesty and clarity, so the messages will be just as clear as always, hopefully. I do my best for you. Okay, so Group 2, I've just put your card to the side because we're a little bit limited in the space that I can show you your cards. I'm starting with the deck of characters, should I say. And the question we are asking Spirit is, what should you do in this situation? The real question is, should I let this situation go? And you can choose to focus this on a person if you wish, or you can choose to look at it as a situation as a whole. Specific messages may come through for a specific person, we shall see, but we're going to be focusing on, should you let the situation go? So Group 2 Spirit, should they let the situation go? What do they need to know about this situation? Should they let this situation go? Oh, excuse me, I just saw gift. Should they let the situation go? We have Island as your first card. Should they let this situation go? We have the World, which actually came out reversed. The end of a tough cycle approaches, is what I just heard. Thinking of the Ten of Swords. I saw Fuel and Meadow, but I'm going to shuffle them back in for now unless they come out again. I just feel like you're having a catalyst moment occur with the Fuel and the Meadow. It just came out again. Fuel. I'm definitely supposed to see fuel. Fuel to the fire. Don't add fuel to the fire, but I feel like that's happening anyway. It really feels like there's like a pinnacle moment happening very soon. The World to me represents like a culminating event. It's reaching the end of a cycle where you can choose then to progress on a completely different path, or if there's a certain lesson that hasn't been learned, or just you can kind of make the active decision then because you've gone through the experience. You might choose to return to something in order to strengthen that part of your journey. It really feels with that Island that there's some sort of like, I just feel like this stranded island feeling, like you're in your own little world and the information's whirling around you, and you have the opportunity to have some of that information really come to home, and that is going to be a very liberating experience, almost like you've been rescued from this island. I feel like so much has been happening around you about this situation, Group 2, not gonna lie. I just saw the number 3, so I was about to say 3, but Group 2, we have Baby Angel as well, and it makes me think of Cupid. Interesting. Fuel, the World, Island, and Baby Angel. It really feels like you're getting new information. You're receiving new information, and perhaps you're even manifesting it because you sense the end of a cycle approaching. So you kind of like, well, I want to know more then, so I know which decision to make. And whatever it is going to help you, because the fuel there is really about gassing you up. It's about preparing you for your journey. It's about adding that ignition to the source. It's not even an ignition. This has already been lit. You're fueling it now. It's gaining traction. It's gaining momentum. We're having a catalyst moment. It's like the Ace of Wands has been presented, and now this is your Three of Wands moment where you can either wait for the situation to return, or you can change paths directly. The other cards that just came out was Waterfall, which makes me think of like a hidden treasure, like hidden secrets, like something is hidden behind this waterfall. And it was like an illusion of that's all that it was, which is beautiful. A waterfall is a beautiful force of nature, very powerful, very distracting as well, very healing. But that wasn't all that it had. There's a secret behind that waterfall. There is more to know here. There is more to know. I really feel the High Priestess strongly in this, and the next card we have is the Wizard, but I'm really feeling the High Priestess. Like there's so much more to know here, especially starting with that Island card. It's like you've been in your own little world and all of this other stuff has been happening around you, group 2, and some of that truth is coming to you now. With this Wizard card here, please remember how powerful you are. Know your worth. Know how much power you hold in this situation as well. Understand that you are a lot more in control of your own life than you perceived yourself to be. And if that means that you have to fake it until you make it to trick other people into thinking that you're well put together, then so be it, you know? It's this like smoke and mirrors feeling too. Like maybe people's perceptions of you is that you have it all going on and you're like, ah, yes, sure. Like you're actually going through it, but people think that you've already got it all figured out. It's a fake it till you make it scenario, though Spirit is asking you not to give up on your manifestations, to really live as though you've already achieved what you need to achieve, and to remind you above all that you are powerful. We are constantly creating our reality through our affirmations, what we tell ourselves, what we say to others, how we allow ourselves to think. Are we thinking too small? Do we need to dream bigger? Do we need to allow ourselves to dream, full stop? It's a powerful card of recognizing your power and allowing yourself to create your reality as you wish. Now, your bottom deck energy is Graveyard. This came out for group 1, but for it to be a bottom deck energy group 2, secrets with that moon, there's more information to the situation than you know, and some of that is being revealed to you. You kind of have to be clever about this though. You have to ask the right questions when given the opportunity. Someone is going to come towards you to present you with information, to present you with the truth. Trust your gut, trust your intuition, trust your gut feeling. But there is a potential resurrection and an ending here with that Graveyard. I get this feeling that someone's been buried with the truth, like someone you haven't seen in a long time, or someone who you wouldn't have even thought to have spoken to knows more about this situation than you do, and they're going to be the missing puzzle piece to this situation. Now I'm going to get some tarot for you as well from my Animal Tarot Cards deck. Can I figure out, please, Spirit? Tell us. Group 2. Do you want me to take it? Yes. Spirit's giving us a card because I was talking about it earlier. It's the 3 of Wands. So you are at a crossroads. You're at a turning point here. You can change course if you so choose to, or you can choose to be patient and to allow the situation to play out as you've already invested your energy in it anyway. The sea turtle is a slow-moving creature. It does require patience either way, either patience to let the situation unfold, or patience in order to change your course of action and switch lanes altogether. I know that this is so glary. I do apologize, but I've already started filming and I want to make sure you guys get the messages. That is the main point here. So group 2, your situation feels like a matter of the heart. I know that some of us may have come here for other reasons, but your card was the 2 of Cups. This is soulmate energy. This is compromise. This is friendship. This is coming together. This is recognizing each other as strong individuals and 2 people choosing to be a part of each other's lives, regardless of the adversity they face, recognizing each other as individuals and embracing those challenges together. So it is a very powerful energy, and I just feel like there's more situations, there's more knowledge here to this situation. There's more to this than you currently know. So group 2, Spirit, should they let this situation go? What do they need to know about this situation in order to make an informed decision? Group 2, what do they need to know about this situation in order to make an informed decision? Oh, that was a very loud clap right in my ear. So we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm showing it to you now, but I kind of need to hold this closer to me just for the moment to talk about this, because there's a little bit of sorrow here. There's a little bit of sorrow. What's going on is, in the past, there was an opportunity to present you with something, and this didn't play out the way that a person had intended it to, and in the end it made them look as though they were deceptive. It compromised their character, is what I'm feeling. With the Page of Pentacles reversed, you're kind of questioning this person's integrity, you're questioning their loyalty and just their values as well. What kind of person are they? Like, it was a bit of a compromising situation that put them in a compromised position, and now they feel like they've compromised their character. The word compromise, holy heck, it's just filtering through my brain and coming through these messages very strongly. But the main reason why this Page of Pentacles is reversed is because it has to do with the information you don't know about. This person felt bound by other obligations. They were acting out of integrity, and it was their loyalty to this other obligation that caused them to hesitate to offer you this Page of Pentacles. So the main question I ask Spirit is, should you let this situation go? What don't you know? And what do you need to know about this situation? Spirit is saying you need to know that this person is a very trustworthy character. It's just that their loyalty lay with their other situation, whether that was a person or just another situation. You shouldn't see it as a person. It was just a really compromising situation that they were in, and they felt obliged to withdraw their desired offer because they had to be true to this other situation. It was a matter of maintaining integrity there, and they do feel like they need to correct that. There is an opportunity to understand that situation a little bit better, to understand why they acted that way, and to understand sort of why it had to be such a blow for you, because it would have been it. And I don't know if it generally, like, maybe it was just fear, but this person felt very much obliged to withhold communication from you, and to withhold this connection from you. With the Page of Pentacles reversed, that's communication, but that's also desiring to create something. That's also wanting to build something. Like, out of all the pages, the Page of Pentacles is someone who really puts in the effort, who desires to learn more, who desires to become more experienced, more skilled, more qualified, more informed and understanding of how to create something substantial and something that is going to last and withstand their lifetime. So for them to bow out, it was actually something that is still playing through their head, because it was like stuck between a rock and a hard place, and they chose the hard place because the rock was too valuable to them. But they understand that then caused you this uncertainty, and now you kind of want to know where you stand with them and in your future as well. There's more secrets that need to be revealed though. So Group 2, Spirit, should they let go of this situation, or what do they need to know? We have the Five of Cups reversed. So Spirit is indicating that you do need to focus on what you have and not what you have lost. Five of Cups reversed is time to turn around and look at your two cups. And the opportunity for closure, I feel, is coming, but you need to really embrace that within yourself before you expect another person to bring it to you. Because I think that if you don't make peace with yourself first, no matter what this person tells you, there is always going to be a bit of a chip on your shoulder for how you were treated, until you make peace within yourself, and until you allow yourself to get into the mindset of feeling healed and feeling as though you can focus more on the positives. You will have this opportunity for closure though. This is coming through in a lot of readings lately. I don't know if all these retrogrades and all the incidents that have happened this year are really causing people to embrace hindsight. But you're going to have an opportunity here to move forward regardless. So I think the situation is going to unfold naturally, but Spirit is indicating that you do need to let your past be its past here and focus on what you do have. Focus on grounding yourself in the present. Focus on allowing yourself to see the bigger picture and also notice the little joys in life again. Embrace those little moments of gratitude. So just the mere fact that you can drive to work in the mornings instead of having to catch 3 buses, those sorts of things. I know that that's something that a lot of us say, and maybe it's redundant me saying it again, but just knowing that yes, your situation is difficult, but it could be a lot worse as well, and knowing when to be grateful for what you do have as well, because some days are really tricky. Some days you just need to zone out, lock yourself away from the world, and it is so hard to stay positive. In those moments, the least you can do is express a little bit of gratitude at least once a day, just to try to keep your balance, just to try to bring some sort of positivity in your life. And it might be as simple as, I'm so grateful I was able to wake up in my own bed this morning. And that's it. The rest of your day, you're just trying to stay neutral, But at least allowing that little moment of gratitude in to help you focus on what you do have and not what you've lost. So group 2 spirit, should they let go of this situation? What do they need to know? Should they let go of this situation? Oh, I think this is another 5. Oh my god, it is. Wow, this is the 5 of Pentacles. Focusing upon the negative or worrying about money or your career can block your process. You are. I'm sorry. Group 2, you're really, really struggling to balance out your equilibrium right now. I don't even know if that's the right word, but it just feels like, look at the bottom deck at the moment. I'm going to get 2 more cards, but Justice in reverse. So the scales are tipped. You're feeling unbalanced. You're feeling as though there's no success. You're feeling as though you've been left out in the cold, as though you've been rejected, as though you're dwelling in the unknown. It's this feeling of wanting to get out of it, because obviously nobody wants to stay in that energy. Nobody wants to feel like they've lost and like they've been rejected. But I think you are struggling and pulling yourself out of this. So with that 5 of Pentacles, what Spirit is indicating, should you let the situation go at this stage? Yes, because that is what you need to hear right now. This situation is going to resolve itself naturally. Nature will run its course. That is something that's been coming up in both readings so far. But for you, especially group 2, your main focus should be letting go. You need this space to heal individually. You need this time to understand your wounds and to allow yourself the opportunity to feel that pain in order to move forward from that pain, in order to not allow that pain to continue to limit you. You need to understand that rejection isn't personal, and in this situation, this person was not able to offer you what you deserved because they were too bound by their other responsibilities. And with that 5 of Pentacles, it's about you now seeking that your own validation from yourself, because you shouldn't need to rely on another person to validate your worth. And often when we do get rejected, we begin to wonder, well, why me? What was wrong with me? Why didn't they choose me? What led to this moment? Is there something wrong with me? And no, there isn't. This person had other stuff going on, and right now you really just need to focus on yourself again and remembering your power. There's a lot of stuff going on in the background that is out of your control, which means you don't need to worry about it. The only person you should be focusing on is yourself and your power, and coming into your power again. Understanding that you're manifesting your reality. Don't give up on your manifestations, but right now your main focus should be yourself. So honestly, group 2, Spirit seems to be guiding you to try to review and re-strategize your situation right now, especially with that 3 of Wands card up the top here, which I'll show you again. You don't need to be fast. Remember, the sea turtle is a very slow moving creature. There's no rush here. If you need to take your time to figure out what you want to do, that's fine. But Spirit is indicating that you are going to be at a crossroads, and you can choose to be patient and wait if you want, but you can also choose to switch up and switch lanes and choose a different outcome altogether. You will get closure, but you need to heal these inner wounds first, and you need to seek validation from yourself, come into your power again, and really focus on what you do have, not what you've lost. So group 2, Spirit, what does group 2 need to know about this situation? I just saw the 4 of Swords, but I did shuffle it back in for the moment because there's some more cards that I feel are more calling to your situation, which are these 2 here. We have the 3 of Pentacles reversed, and we have the 4 of Pentacles upright. Now, the 4 of Swords was talking about coming out of a period of inaction, but it was only meant to be glanced at because your period of inaction is more about this fear, or this belief that there's nothing you can do, basically. This belief that you can't better your situation, that you're waiting on somebody else to do it, or you're waiting on somebody else's information to help change the situation. And I feel like with our bottom deck energy being the 9 of Swords, you need to understand that your worries, and I'm literally reading from the card, your worries and your fears aren't real. They're fueled by focusing on the negative, which gives power to that which you're afraid of. Stop worrying, let go of fear, and everything will be okay. So it's just a little healthy reminder that, you know, some stuff happens, we don't understand why, but if we can't control it, all we're going to do is continue to limit our own potential. The more we think about it, the more we worry about it, the more we attempt to understand it, the more limiting our situation becomes, because we are focusing on things that we can't control, when the things that we can control are being pushed aside, focusing on what we do have, focusing on what we can control, focusing on what we're left with, which is why the 3 of Pentacles is here, because it indicates a period of needing to go within. You're wanting to withdraw from others and withdraw from collaborated efforts right now. It's this desire to want to work with others, but right now, Spirit is really indicating that you need to focus on this within. You actually now, unless you are really struggling, now is not the time to rely on others in terms of pulling yourself out of this. If you are really struggling, please do not isolate yourself. Please reach out, please connect, and please do not allow yourself to become overwhelmed by your thoughts and the emotions that you're experiencing. But with the 3 of Pentacles here reversed, it's this feeling as though the closure that you're seeking is not going to come from somebody else. You need to really seek that closure from yourself. You need to understand that and understand why you need it so much. And I know that it sounds really high and mighty for me to say that. You know, I'm just sitting in my room filming this in maybe a different country to you. But that is the message that Spirit is choosing for me to share with you today. And whether it's really harsh for you to hear, or maybe it's something you've heard way too many times and it sounds redundant, it is the message that you are being called to listen to as well at this moment in time. So really, I just feel like now is not the time to seek closure from others. I do believe that closure will come, but you may not accept it until you've accepted it within yourself, if that makes sense. Until you heal that place within yourself, it doesn't matter what the hell anybody else says to you. You're not going to accept it as the right answer or as the true answer. And the other card we have is the 4 of Pentacles. Be cautious about living a life of extremes or seeing things in black and white terms. Again, I feel like there's more to this situation than you know. There is a lot more going on behind the scenes, and I feel like it's been very slow moving for a very long time. I feel like it's hard for you to open up, and I feel like you kind of carry these things around with you because you don't want to burden other people at times. I also feel like maybe you have tried to open up with certain people, but it just hasn't made sense, or the advice that you've gotten in return has been a little bit off-putting. It's not what you expected. It's not what you wanted. I want to kind of understand what your person is thinking. So there is clearly a person in this picture with that Page of Pentacles, Spirit. What does that Page of Pentacles person have to share? What information can they offer Group 2 to help Group 2 heal and move forward with an informed decision? We have I know you from somewhere. This is the 6 of Cups. This is somebody who recognized you on a soul level. They could definitely be someone from your past. They could be someone that you've known for quite some time. They felt a strong connection to you. But we also have, I'm a very jealous person. Your person definitely had something going on in the background, and this situation led them to, it's kind of like split, torn, but I'm with the devil cards there. And that isn't technically a devil card, but it is giving me, jealousy is giving me that devil energy. It's this imbalanced pull. Where the lovers is a balanced 6, the devil card is the number 15, which does reduce to a 6, but the two options are 1 and 5. Now, they could have either gone to the extreme and gone to 5, or they could have lowered down, geared down, and gone to a 1. And I feel like you were the 1, and they chose the 5, if that makes sense, which is more imbalanced, more unstable, more challenging. But it felt familiar, it felt comfortable, and they chose to align their loyalty with the 5, whereas you were this 1. And perhaps you have been trying to move forward, perhaps you have been trying to make this person jealous. This jealousy card tells me that they are keeping an eye on you. They do watch you from time to time if they have the ability to. They think about you. They're telling you that they have been able to tune in to your situation, whatever you're doing, and they're in a space at the moment where they're trying to figure out what this all means for them. So honestly, the energy you're putting out is the energy you're getting back, and I feel like you are in this 5 energy of trying to cope with these challenges that have been presenting between the 5 of Cups and now the 5 of Pentacles. You're a very practical person at times, and you kind of wish that the situation was black and white, but the truth is, group 2, it isn't. And from your person's point of view, they are extremely confused with the 7 of Cups. Do you even see me that way? They don't really know what to think. They feel like they have a lot of options, but like they know that some of those options aren't real. They like to fantasize and daydream and romanticize the situation, but they know in their heart that they can't actually make a set decision. They feel very conflicted. This is a situation that exists mostly in their daydreams. They aren't able to ground it yet. But I feel like some of these secrets are coming to light. What is this person's intentions? Just quickly, please. What is this person's intentions? We have the 5 of Swords. I can't even look at you right now. This is someone who is choosing to exist in their turmoil because it's easier than stepping out of it. This is someone who has been in this challenging situation for so long they don't know how to get out of it. And they've chosen to leave it unresolved for the mere fact that it's easier rather than offer a resolution. This is someone who has definitely walked away from you in the past. And is not good with communicating. They're someone who leaves a lot of uncertainty there for a reason. They like to leave it open-ended just in case they need to step a foot back in. This is someone who is very focused on their own happiness right now. This is the 3 of Cups. This is the funner side of the 3 of Cups, though. Whether this person is in a relationship or not, they are just seeking happiness. And they're trying to figure out what that means for them. They're not really going deep, though. The 3 of Cups is a really light-hearted, fun energy. It can be about distractions, too. So they're kind of just distracting themselves with their joyful moments for the moment. I'm seeing a lot of unbalanced energy. We have that 6, the 6 of Cups, but then we have the 7, 5, and now the 3. So I really feel like this person needs to understand their own emotions first. Similar to you, group 2, you need to understand your emotions too in order to make this compromised union work, if that's what you both want. Should you let go of this situation? Yes. At the moment, you really need to be focusing on yourself. This person's final message for you is that you are their everything, but they don't understand that yet. This 10 of Pentacles is there, but it's reversed for the moment because their mind is very clouded with confusion for the moment. They're really trying to figure out what they need, what they already have, and whether they even need more, whether they even deserve more. They are also battling their own emotions right now. And the 10 of Cups reverse there is they almost don't think that they deserve true happiness. They're trying to figure that out. They're not in a very good space at the moment, but they're getting there. And the more that you align with your inner healing, the more that naturally this person will be able to focus more on themselves as well, because there isn't that push-pull dynamic between the two of you, and you're both able to allow yourself the room to really heal the pain that you've experienced individually. Now, I also have to show you this bottom deck energy, which is the 10 of Cups / 10 of Pentacles. I would do anything for you. So this is someone who is very devoted. They understand you. They feel connected to you. They feel as though there's so much potential, but they also feel like they can't really offer you much right now because they're figuring themselves out. They're figuring out their life, to say the least. There's a lot going on in this person's life, which is why Spirit is calling you to focus on your own situation instead, and to not allow the unknowns to limit your own potential. Only focus on what you can control. The rest is just going to confuse you and limit you from progressing. I'm going to get some oracle cards from the Psychic Heart for Psychic Tarot for the Heart by Holland. Now, the first card that came out for you is the Six of Pentacles, which is about giving and receiving, balanced, give, take, understanding that what you put out is what you're going to get back. This is a feeling of karmic balance too, though. So it does feel like there is an opportunity to gain more information, but really you need to balance that energy from within first. Really allow yourself to seek that emotional closure before you receive this additional information. Otherwise, you're not going to accept it, and that pain is just going to be resting below the surface. So I feel like balance is coming, and the best way that you can manifest this balanced beginning, because I feel like it hasn't been there for a while, so it's going to be like a beginning. The best way that you can manifest this into your reality is to start incorporating it for yourself, being very aware of how much you give versus how much you receive, and just allowing the universe to correct those cycles, as simple as saying thank you, and also knowing when not to say sorry. You know, sometimes we over apologize, and that's us tipping the scales in an unhealthy way where we don't have to apologize. We have nothing to apologize for. So knowing when to say thank you, and also just knowing when not to say sorry. Starting with that, manifesting balance in your life. What advice do we have for group 2, please, Spirit? Wow, we have the Two of Cups again, you guys. This time it's reversed. It indicates a separation. You will have the opportunity to come together. It is going to be compromised. It is determined on your own individual healing. The Two of Cups is about two strong people coming together, understanding that they're individuals with individual needs, and making a compromised effort to want to be in each other's lives. For that card to be reversed, I feel like this situation is calling upon a separation in this connection in order for the two of you to understand each other better, and to understand your own individual needs and how you can fulfill those needs without needing validation from others. This is going to be a very learning journey. Really draw on resources, seek professional advice when necessary. Please do not isolate yourself. If you are feeling overwhelmed, reach out, extend yourself to others. You don't have to identify yourself. It can be completely anonymous, but this is a learning experience where you will gain a lot of wisdom and understanding about your own self and what you deserve. That is asking you to reach out to the right people who you feel comfortable, or also just knowing who to open up to, because not all advice is good advice. Everyone has their own 2 cents, but it's understanding which of those 2 cents is going to be most impactful on your journey. We have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Now is the time to be selfish rather than selfless. It isn't the time to create new bonds. It is the time to focus on the ones we have created and focusing on ourselves. So now is not the time to reach out and offer something. We have feeling alone. This is the Five of Pentacles. Seeking that validation from within, understanding that loneliness. Where does it stem from? Why do we feel rejected? Rejection isn't personal. This person had a lot of other stuff going on in their lives, which is why... Oh, sorry, my throat's getting a bit tired now. Which is why they acted the way they did. It was nothing to do with you and how they feel about you, okay? They feel very strongly towards you. Rejection isn't personal. So why did you feel that pain? Why did that person trigger this feeling of loneliness? How can you sustain or at least supplement that feeling? How can you work on feeling more whole within yourself? And it's going to be a long journey. It's going to open up a lot of old wounds, perhaps. It's no race. You don't need to rush to finish this. It's an ongoing process. Take your time. You may decide that now isn't the time, you know, with that 3 of spring. Maybe you don't want to open those wounds for now. Maybe you want to just see what happens, and that's fine. It's your situation, and you do have options. Bottom deck energy, though, is find balance. Find balance. So that is your main advice, group 2, is to find balance and to really just focus on yourself. Now is not the time to start anything new with anyone. So group 2, I hope that helped. That is where I'm going to call it. You guys went a little bit over time compared to group 1. Please stay safe wherever you are. I hope that you're taking notes, because I already forget what I channeled, but you are an incredible being who deserves love and life. You deserve the best, and I do firmly believe that you will have the best coming to you. I hope you see as much beautiful potential in yourself as I feel within you, because your energy is quite magnetic and quite powerful. So look after yourself, and I will connect with you in another video. Thanks, group 2. Bye. Hi, group 3, and welcome. If you chose the Queen of Diamonds / Queen of Pentacles card, then this is your reading. Thank you so much again to Joy Luck Art for sending this collection of cards. Excuse me. I thought I was going to cough, but it ended up being a weird hiccup, so that was weird. Anyway, sorry about that, group 3. Now, you'll have noticed the filming setup is a little bit different. I have recently moved, so until I can figure out my filming situation long term, it is going to change over the coming videos. Mostly, the messages obviously are going to be just as informative. As always, I aim to offer clarity, guidance, and support on your journey. So the most information I can give you as possible, the most accurate information, should I say, that I can give you as possible is always my priority. It just means that the filming style, the way that you see the cards, is going to be a little bit compromised in the next couple of videos until I can organize a more efficient way of filming. Something that offers better perspective of the cards as well. I'm using a lot of big words because I've just filmed 2 of these groups. So group 3, the Queen of Diamonds, is kind of giving me this real, like what's the word? Self-made energy, if I'm honest. It's like this feeling as though you've created a lot of success for yourself. It's the standing strong for yourself energy. It's like pre-Empress energy, if I'm honest, which is also what the 9 of Pentacles can represent. But this 3 of, it's a really strong energy. So I'm starting with the deck of characters, and the question we are asking Spirit is, I just forgot it. Should I let this situation go? Thank you, Spirit. Should I let this situation go? Group 3, Spirit. Should they let this situation go? Group 3, please. Should they let this situation go? Should they let this situation go? Group 3, please. Should they let this situation go? Should they let this situation go? I have 1 card for you. Sorry, I just zoned out channeling into that energy, and the neighbor is whippersnipping, so we're going to have some challenging background noise. We have Maze. Oh my god, I haven't seen that card yet. Maze. You know what that is giving me? This is a very intuitive deck. What I'm feeling, group 3, is that this situation has been going round and round and round and round for quite some time. And it's almost like you haven't been able to rely on logic, because logically it just doesn't make sense. Logically, there are so many twists and turns that you don't even know where you stand. It is quite confusing. It feels like there is an end, because there has to be. But you've also probably experienced a few dead ends. You've had to come up against some really challenging obstacles along the way. And perhaps you've even felt like you've had to carve your own path as well with that Queen of Diamonds. We have plateau. So maybe you've reached a happy moment at the time for now, where you feel resolved and you feel as though you have some sort of respite as well, an opportunity to breathe, an opportunity to smell the roses, to look up at the sun and appreciate the beautiful day for what it is. You've had a moment to feel gratitude. And it could be this card. It could be because you've had to come through some pretty crappy stuff in order to appreciate the situation for what it is. You know, you've had to process. It's so funny trying to intuitively read a card that says poop. But it's because you've had to process some pretty tricky things. And I just think of poop as like being the end result of a long digestive mission. Like, you have eaten this thing and now your body has worked hard to take the nutrients out of the thing that you've eaten and to allow you to let go of the waste. And I think that is the premise of your reading, Group 3, is to let go of the waste and to only focus on the nutrition, which has been, if I'm honest, that has been the premise of all the groups, just in different ways. You guys are coming from a well-refined area. You kind of know. You're kind of unfazed. I feel like no matter what I tell you, Group 3, you have your own plan and you plan on following that plan. And it's a pretty well together plan, if I'm honest. Group 3, Spirit is indicating that your plan is going to help. I just feel like you have the tendency to get distracted as well with this tornado card. Yes, it's about surrendering, but it's also allowing yourself to be open. And I think that your daily life, some of the situations that you may find yourself in, can end up being quite distracting. You have the tendency to invest a lot of energy into things that end up taking your focus away from the overall desired outcome. We have mirror, so there is always time for reflection. With that card, it's about really focusing on yourself as well. I feel like I'm gonna get more cards, but the mirror for me, it feels silly to say that to you, because I think that you are very self-aware. I think that you're very much aware of your energy and what you give to others. And especially if you are in this Queen of Pentacles energy, it's the energy of, like, you can't, charity only goes so far. Like, I think that you're very aware of how much you give versus how much you receive. And you are someone who keeps, yeah, it feels almost silly to give you that advice with the mirror. I could be used as confirmation instead that you're on the right track and that it is safe for you to continue to be more self-absorbed. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that you're kind of on the right track here in terms of focusing on your own actions and your own goals and your own way forward through this situation. Can I get one more card for Group 3, please, Spirit? One more card and then we'll move on. Spirit gave me 2. Spirit gave me 2 and told me to stay humble. No. So we have smoke and we have spatula. So the smoke here is telling me that there's an obstruction. There's something that you haven't seen and it's been right in front of you this whole time, and the smoke has been hiding it. But when the smoke clears, you will have the opportunity to turn a new leaf. The spatula has come up already today, and it kind of gives me this energy of, like, when you're cooking pancakes or when you're cooking anything with a spatula and you're letting the bottom cook, and then you turn that thing over and you have an opportunity to appreciate what has been cooking, like a golden brown pancake, yum. But you also have the opportunity to allow the other side to begin its journey. So it feels like you're flipping it over. We're hitting a complete 180 here, or complete 360 if you want to. It's this feeling of starting over, of allowing this thing to end in order for another thing to begin. And it kind of starts with letting go of waste, letting go of what doesn't serve you, of what isn't nutritious, yeah, what isn't nutritious for your journey, and also appreciating what has been, this moment of gratitude. And look at how proud this person is, looking at themselves in the mirror. Look at everything that you've achieved. You have done this for yourself. God knows it hasn't been easy. It's been confusing and distracting and tumultuous, and tornadoes have appeared in the middle of those mazes that have been so confusing, but God, you got through it. You got through it, Group 3. Now we have vomit here. So the question was, should I let this situation go? I think you're going to be purging it very soon. And I'm sorry to use it like that. I don't mean to be triggering. But with vomit here, it really feels like there's an opportunity to let something go that isn't serving you. Your body is trying to, your journey is trying to release you of some sort of toxin. And I don't mean to describe someone like this if it is a person, but something has not been helping you. Something has been holding you back. And where you've been progressing, you've been level up. This situation has been kind of pulling you back and limiting you and creating more confusion than necessary. So I do feel like, should you let this go? At this stage, the answer for you, group 3, is yes, but I'm going to get more cards to get more information. I'm going to start with the Animal Tarot. Animal Tarot, Spirit. Should group 3 let this situation go? Should group 3 let this situation go? Oh, hello. Wow, now it all makes sense. 5 of Pentacles, which you can't see because the glare is so bad. My apologies. And the 9 of Pentacles, having to deal with rejection, with loss, with a feeling of insecurity, whether that's from a person or from a job opportunity. It's this feeling as though you've had misfortune. And I feel that, my Queen of Pentacles people, this is fortune. This is money. This is losing a job. This is insecure housing. Not sure if you're able to make bills meet. Unsure if your lifestyle is needing to be completely drastically changed. Having to be grateful for the little things because that's all you've got. Having to navigate some really tricky situations that have led to some powerful storms. Tornadoes have the ability to flatten buildings, but they also allow room for new buildings to grow. And I know I'm a very optimistic person when I say these things, because they are powerful, destructive forces of nature that can take a lot, but they also give us the opportunity to rebuild in beautiful new ways. And that is what you've done. You've been dealt a really crappy situation, and it left you in a position where you could have easily continued drifting through life and accepting this as the ultimate rejection, as the ultimate obstacle, as the ultimate challenge that you could not overcome. Or you could have leveled up and you could have accepted it for what it was and allowed yourself to overcome it. Now, 5s are powerful challenges. Yes, they can be very limiting, but they are also opportunities to show ourselves just how strong we are, just how capable we are. And the 5s are never meant to completely destroy us. They are challenges that we are destined to overcome, and you've allowed yourself to overcome this. With the 9 of Pentacles, you haven't given up. You have blossomed. And if this hasn't happened yet, it will be coming. You are going to have an opportunity here to turn the new leaf. And I think that with your gratitude and with these little moments of appreciating what you do have, you've allowed yourself room to attract these things, to receive this abundance, to attract these powerful new opportunities. You've created this security for yourself, group 3. I wanted to say group 1, so I don't know if you were called to a few different groups, but group 3, you glowed up and you have really impressed your spirit guides, and they just want to know that they just want you to know that you are incredibly strong, you're incredibly powerful, and you have overcome a lot. And yes, you've been expressing gratitude already, and you've done a lot of reflection already. But they are just really, 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 really proud of you. And Spirit just wants you to know that this wasn't easy. This isn't, you've done it with grace, but it's not easy. It's not an easy feat to accept that you've started, you've got only 5 pentacles left, and then to do your best to create that additional 4 in order to hit this 9 of Pentacles situation. It hasn't been easy. So I don't really know what you feel like you need to let go of, Spirit. What does group 3 think they need to let go of? What is group 3 concerned about? 5 of Swords and the Chariot. Your current path isn't leading you towards the happiest possible outcome. You're still not happy. You can successfully balance various or opposing energies at once through determination and success. Group 3, you're still not happy. And it has to do with a situation of somebody walking away. This card, this Five of Swords, is also cautioning you about hidden agendas. It sometimes talks about someone who had chosen to walk away. Excuse me. They had chosen to walk away instead of offering you clarity because it was easier and because it allowed them the opportunity to sneak back in whenever they wanted to. But again, this is, you have all the power here. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I know that you're allowed to ask these questions, but I don't know why you feel stuck. What's going on for group 3? What do they think they need to let go of? Control, maybe. Maybe you think you need to let go of control. We have the Queen of Swords reversed. All your life experience has prepared you for this moment of truth, but it's reversed. You fear that you still don't know all of the truth. And with that smoke there, I don't think you do either. I think that there is something hiding in the smoke, and the smoke has created illusions. But I'm a little bit concerned about these two cards. The Five of Swords, possible outcome. I don't really know what you want to let go of. Well, should they let go? Because obviously you know, group 3, and that's the main thing, is that you need to know. The should they let go, group spirit. Should group 3 let go? What do they need to know about their situation? What do they need to know about their situation? There's a lot of major arcana switching around in my hands right now. A lot of major arcana. Spirit, what does group 3 need to know about their situation? Oh, welcome. We have the Prince of Spring, which is the Knight of Pentacles. Why did I say that? I feel like this has been a long time coming for a lot of you, but this is actually the Knight of Wands, and this card will always to me represent expect the unexpected. That message has already come up today, but with the Prince of Spring being here, this is someone who isn't feeling as confident as they could be, but I feel like they're going to come forward anyway. This is someone who is feeling incredibly restless, very impatient, and they don't really know what the hell they're doing, but they're going to do it anyway. They're going to be very spontaneous. They're going to appear impulsive. They're going to appear impatient as well. I don't even know if they really know what they're doing. They just feel like they need to talk to you about something. It has something to do with the Four of Spring reversed. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the Four of Spring, if this is a romantic thing, it talks about celebration, it talks about coming together, creating unity, creating a home life together, feeling at home with someone, home in general, celebration and home essentially. But this is reversed, so it feels like this Knight of Wands is quite impatient, and they feel unsettled, they feel restless, and they feel like they need to make amends here. It's something to do with the home life. Something to do with your home situation is switching up really fast. Should you let go though? I think you're instigating change naturally, group 3. For the Four of Wands to be reversed, some of you may physically be moving if you haven't already. The Four of Wands reverse can also just mean that you've disrupted harmony temporarily, or this Knight of Wands character is going to disrupt harmony temporarily. It's almost like a welcomed energy though, if I'm honest. Like, it's like you needed this to be able to move forward. It was like a weird sense of closure. This person needed to display this sign of communication and connection in order for you to know where you stand with them, in order for you to understand how to move forward and how to create stability for yourself. So, Spirit, should group 3 let go of their situation? We have the Queen of Cups. I don't know if you want to, though. Group 3, you are incredibly intuitive people. For this to come up, there is a lot of emotion here, and you kind of blindsided me because initially I was only seeing pentacles, not just in your tarot, but also in the intuitive deck of characters cards. It feels like you've been distracted by your daily life, your daily routine, your monetary obstacles, and the general year with that maze and the tornado. You had to overcome a lot recently, but you have a lot of emotion tied into this situation. You're a very compassionate person, and your intuition has been on fire here. There is a reason why you can't stop thinking about this. if it is a person in particular, but the situation as a whole, there is a reason why you are craving closure, because you deserve it and it is coming to you. I do feel like there's a lot of emotion invested in this, and you should trust your intuition. Your intuition is tethered strongly towards this connection and towards the outcome of this connection. You are manifesting something here. And this has been coming up in all three groups. So I don't know if as a collective we're just seeking so much closure right now. Perhaps as a collective we're all kind of striving towards tying up those loose ends and those loose connections, those what if moments, that sense of regret, like I just need to know what could have been. But it feels like with this Five of Winter, this is somebody who in the past struggled to communicate effectively, and they may have chosen to walk away. Instead of offering a win or lose outcome, they chose to walk away. And now with the Chariot, holy heck, and the Knight of Wands, it's coming in hot. It's coming in fast. What can Group 3 expect to happen with their situation? What can they expect? You can expect the Three of Spring. So in this deck, it's the sea turtle. It's a slow-moving animal. It's either time to stop and review in terms of deciding whether you want to continue down this road or not. You have choices, is what the main message of this card is. You can either allow the situation to unfold as it is, which requires a lot of patience. Spirit is warning you. This is a slow-moving energy. This connection isn't going to have any massive changes soon. There is an impulse here to want an outcome. With the Chariot and the Five of Swords, you're in this real self-sufficient mode with that Queen of Pentacles. You want to make this happen. You want an outcome. You want to make this happen. But unfortunately, it isn't going to happen fast. The Spirit is saying that the outcome is going to take a long time. And if you wish to, you can always switch up lanes. You don't have to commit to this. You can choose a different path. But nothing is happening fast, because this person, for the Four of Spring to be reversed, and for them to be showing up as the Knight of Wands in reverse, they don't really know what is leading them to make these decisions. They're acting out of impulse. Their energy is quite unstable. It's very hot and cold. It's very spontaneous. It's very unexpected. Their communication at the moment isn't effective. And anything that they say or do at this point in time is intended to create disharmony, to challenge the balance, to challenge what you have created in stability. And I think that in some ways it's going to offer you a moment of closure, but in other ways it is going to sort of point out exactly why you might not want to continue down this road. So it is up to you. I'm only offering you this information so that you can move forward and make an informed decision in your own life. But really the outcome is going to take a long time. The situation will unfold naturally, but it is going to take a lot of patience with that Three of Wands. There's a lot of waiting. So you have every right to switch lanes if you must. We have the Six of Wands reversed. It's really a matter of whether you want this to succeed or not. The success is a potential, but for the Six of Wands to be reversed at this moment, some of you might be leaning more towards letting go and simply moving on onto something else. The energy is unstable at the moment, and I don't think it's you. I think that you've just been distracted with other things, and you've already surrendered and let go. You've already done a lot of reflecting. You've already been very much focused on yourself. I do believe, though, that your person has been also focusing on themselves in a very different way. Excuse me. And they have actually created a lot of chaos for themselves in their own life, which is going to be reflected in this connection as well. Bottom deck energy is the King of Swords reversed. So you had the Queen of Swords reversed. I do feel like this whale is resurfacing. Normally it's diving deep, but it looks like it's coming up for air. So you can expect some sort of information. I don't know if it's direct communication because it's the King of Swords reversed. Perhaps it's information coming to you from another source, but you are certainly going to be receiving some sort of information that allows this smoke to clear and allows you to use this spatula to flip that pancake over and to work on a new side, a new beginning. as whatever that means for you. Now I'm going to get some advice from Spirit. I know we've been getting advice throughout this reading today, but I'm going to get some more cards from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart. We have the Sun card, Shine. This is about focusing on the simple joys in life, allowing yourself the opportunity to shine. And now my neighbor is mowing the lawn, so I do apologize if this noise in the background gets very, very aggressive, but it's a beautiful day, so I don't blame him. It's actually a really shining, sunny day today, so the main message of this card is that it isn't always easy to get through these tricky situations in our life, but you should allow yourself moments to be happy every single day. Happiness isn't just a reservation for the weekend. It is something that we can incorporate in every single moment of our life, and whether that's just finding some reason to laugh, finding something to be grateful for. Spirit is indicating that you need to bring joy into your daily life. I think that you do get very distracted easily with your daily situations, and you've had to overcome some serious storms, some very serious situations. With that tornado, you've had to overcome some intense adversity. It hasn't been easy, it's been very challenging. You've done extremely well, your guides are very proud of you, but there is still this feeling of turmoil, this feeling of distractions, as though you're not really balancing your energy as well as you could be. And what you need to bring into your life is more happiness, more joy, more moments of appreciation, and the ability to share happiness with yourself. Ooh, we just got the sacral chakra. Okay. Passion, reigniting passion in your life. The sacral chakra is linked with your testicles and ovaries, but it is really a card about passion. This chakra allows us to explore our creativity in its very primitive form. It usually is seen as guiding and being linked to our sexuality, but really it's passion. It's the foundation to our solar plexus chakra. Without passion, without a desire to create, we wouldn't be able to progress. We wouldn't be able to move forward. And you definitely want to move forward. You are really wanting resolution. You want to know, have we won? Have we lost? What are we doing? I just need to know. But unfortunately, you need to balance this energy from within before you can expect that to come from anywhere else. And Spirit is indicating that a great way to do that is to express your creativity in a passionate way. So paying attention to the things that you're passionate about, allowing yourself to express yourself, whatever that means, letting go of some, healthily releasing some sexual frustration for some of you, Group 3. No topic is taboo on this channel. I just feel like you need a source. You need a way to be able to express yourself and to be able to release some of your frustrations, because that is very Wands energy. That is very fire energy. And when we reverse our wands, we get frustration, we get anger, we get jealousy, we get spite, we get bitterness, we get just some really heavy feelings that we don't need to carry around with us. So it is time to find a healthy outlet to release those things. The Four of Pentacles, open up, reverse. It is time to release. You've been carrying a lot of seriousness in your daily routine. You've been managing your affairs quite well. It hasn't been easy. You've overcome some intense obstacles. You've turned your 5s into 9s. But now is the time to get more fluid, to be embracing your inner child, and to allow yourself a healthy outlet to express yourself as well. To let go of some of the pentacles that you've been holding on, that you have been limiting you. I feel like you need to go with the flow, Group 3, for you. That's the main message that Spirit is indicating here. I know the question was, should I let go of this situation? I think you have been really almost too aggressive with your surrendering, because you haven't completely surrendered. You've still been trying to control other aspects of your life, and you've been distracting yourself by that. And it's almost like you've tricked yourself. You've told yourself that you haven't been focusing on this situation. You've surrendered it. but instead you've taken that control to other areas of your life. Spirit is indicating that you just need to release everything right now. Now is the time to open up and embrace. This is the World card reversed. This situation does need closure. It hasn't fully ended yet. There is something else that needs to be revealed. There's like another piece to the puzzle, which has really been coming up lately. There's some sort of closure that is required before you can fully allow this cycle to end. And I feel like you guys, for most of you, you're very patient people and you've got a lot going on anyway, so you might be choosing to wait. But Spirit is saying the results are coming to you. With the Seven of Pentacles, it may take a lot of time. I know timing was against you, Group 3, but the results are coming. We have the Two of Swords reversed as your bottom deck energy. This is trusting your intuition and not allowing indecision to limit you from progressing. Knowing when to take the information that you do have in order to move forward. I do feel that in general, more information is coming to you though, Group 3. I'm not sure what that is. I'd be excited to know, to be honest. I feel like you're going to get more sort of information. It might not be from the person you wish it was from. It feels like it could be indirect communication, but it is coming to you. And it will allow you to have more options moving forward. So Group 3, that was a really interesting reading. I hope that that allowed you to have more information on your situation so that you can move forward and make an informed decision about your future. Please stay safe and look after yourself. I'm very proud of you. I just need to say that one more time. My eyes are drawn to this 5 and the 9. You've done an amazing job of changing your fortune, and it's really incredible. I hope that this reading offered you more information though to be able to move forward in your situation. Look after yourself, and I will connect with you in another video. Bye!